So the topic that I want to talk about right now is I want to talk to my icy folks or someone who is in the life of or you love an individual that you know is working for the icy folks. And here's what I want to say first. Number one, I'm paid to observe behavior, dissect behavior, and explain human behavior. That's what I do all day long. Whether that's in a classroom or in other areas, that's what I do. And then I also naturally, organically, innately, that's just kind of how I came into this world, looking and watching human behavior. So here's what I'm noticing. I'm noticing two groups of the icy folks. And this is just in watching videos, and I've seen a ridiculous amount of them at this point. But I'm noticing that there seems to be, or there appears to be, a group that joined the icy folks that maybe it was about money for you, student loans for you, getting that bonus for you. It was about income. And then you have the other group that appear to be the true psychopaths, sociopaths that signed up for the opportunity and the power to literally shoot people in the face. I'm seeing two different groups. And I'm saying that because I'm seeing in the videos, I'm seeing the person that is stopping the other individual from kneeing somebody in the face. I'm seeing the person that looks like that's masked up, but you can still tell from the eyes up, this is a baby. This is a very young person. And when addressed directly, they divert their eye, their eyes to where there's this look of shame or of embarrassment. I'm also seeing, I saw this video also yesterday where you had individuals, icy folks, pull up to a row of porta potties. One gets out of the vehicle with a woman who is zip tied, takes her into the porta potty or takes her up to the porta potty, first falls on the ice before they get there, but takes her up to the porta potty and goes inside to the porta potty with her. Now, again, her hands are zip tied, and this individual goes inside, and y'all know how big a porta potty is, right? If you've ever been in one, and goes in behind her and closes the door. Well, there's another person that's sitting in the vehicle. I don't know if this person said, hey, I'll be the lookout. I don't know if this person said, I don't want any parts of that. Or they're trying to turn a blind eye. I don't know. But what I'm seeing here is I feel like there are two groups here. There are two groups. And I'll share this with you too. Recently, I had a neighbor relocate. And in conversation, he told me, well, yeah, I'm going to move back to Northern California and I'm going to join the police department. Well, two things. Nobody's joining the police department right now. No one's joining the police departments right now. And then secondly, the area where he's moving back to Northern California, yes, I kind of get because he has two small children to help the wife out, but also I kind of don't, or I didn't get, but still, I had my doubts about what the information he was sharing with me. And my response was basically, well, oh, congratulations, unless you're joining ICE. And his face just changed, which let me know he might not have been being truthful with me in that moment. And for this person, I communicated with this person quite often. I believe this person to be a good individual, a good person, but financially strapped. That's what I'm saying. I'm really seeing two separate groups develop. So here's what I want to say to you. I want to say to the people who got into this for the money, because you believe that these people are going to give you a clean slate on your student loans. I don't believe it, but that's what they're telling you. On the sign The sign up bonus, I don't know whether you've received that money or not. I don't know if you have to stay in, there's a probation period. I don't know how that works. But what I want to say to you is, you are at a point right now, you are at a crossroads right now. And I would advise you to get out while you still can. Take the money and run. Whatever you've made so far, if you only got partial part of the bonus, forget the student loan forgiveness. I don't believe they're going to do that anyway. They lie all the damn time. Take whatever you've gotten out of this situation and get out. Leave the psychopaths and the sociopaths to it. Leave them. Because here's the thing. Things are only going to intensify from this moment. Moving on from Renee Good's murder, things are only going to escalate and get worse. They are only going to ask you to do more and more heinous things. The sociopaths and the psychopaths, the other half of you, that's what they're going to demand of you. And if that is not innately in you, leave right now. Cut your losses and leave right now. And here's what I want you to think about. Even though you might not make all the money that you anticipated, even though you might not get all those student loans relieved, or you might not get any of them relieved, or you just received 5,000 of the bonus or 10,000 of the bonus. Number one, you're walking away with something. Number two, right now in this moment, when it's all said and done, you have probably only been an accessory to a crime versus the actual murderer. There's much less time for someone who has been an accessory to a crime or was the lookout person versus the person who actually murdered, the person who actually sexually assaulted, the person who's actually brutally beaten people in the streets. There's less time. And for those of you out there that are thinking, oh, I can hide, I'm hiding my face all the time, I'm being very careful, your paychecks are going somewhere. Unless they're paying you in cash, your checks are going somewhere. You will be found. Trust me on that. So if you get out now, less time if you have to serve any, you'll walk away with some money versus none. You won't be lumped in with the craziness that the psychopaths and sociopaths are about to do and commit moving forward from this point on. Hey, maybe that gets you, an opportunity to get a break. If you gave over some intel to the resistance, when these investigations begin, maybe you won't get any time at all. But this moment right now, at this juncture, this is the time for you to make that decision. This is a critical, critical time for you. And I can tell, I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in the body movements. I can see it as, the person that's over here is really doing nothing while all the craziness is happening over here, and you're just panning back and forth, trying to make it look like you're tough and you're keeping people off of the other people, and you're really not trying to get involved. I see you. I see you. I see you when the protesters are talking directly to you, and you can see the empathy. We can see. That's why they're talking to you, because they can see that you have the ability to have empathy and compassion for other human beings. That's why they're talking directly to you. They're not talking to the whatever the little short man's name is, Bongino or whatever. He's gone. He's gone. He's the person who has the little dick energy, the short man syndrome, and all he's ever wanted to do, because he was hurt as a child. I don't know if his daddy didn't love him, mama didn't love him, he was beat up through school. We don't know his story. But what we do know is what we see right now. And this is an individual that likes to go around hurting other people. And if that is not you, I'm telling you, cut your losses, take the money, and run. Run while you still have an opportunity. Some other things, I want to give you some numbers here. I want to give you some numbers here so I can give you a little more clarity, just beyond what I'm saying. So in regards to deportations, because remember, that's what you were sold on. That's what you were told. Hey, sign up so you can help get the bad people out of here. So you can get all the criminals and the rapists and the thugs out of here, all the gang members out of here. Matter of fact, they started talking about two gangs specifically, but now they have shot an American in the face 3 different times and then walked away calling her a fucking bitch. Casually walked away with no remorse and no problems walking away. Gave her no assistance, no medical attention. They didn't try CPR. They didn't try to administer CPR there, at all on their own. They had EMTs had to park miles away because all their cars were blocking. They wanted this woman to die. And if that is not you, I'm telling you, get out now. It's only going to escalate. It's going to get worse, and you will be connected to all this activity. So let me give you these statistics. As in regards to deportations, Clinton, President Clinton, or Bill Clinton, former President Bill Clinton, 12 million in deportations. Biden, 7 million in deportations. Bush, 10 million in deportations. Obama, 5.2 million in deportations. The felon, 1.2 million. The lowest numbers of all of these presidents, the felon is responsible for that. 1.2 million. Now, let me give you some other numbers. Riots caused by deportations, 0 for any of the other presidents. 200 and counting under the current president. So what does this information tell you? Number one, deportations is not his goal. It is not his goal. It cannot be. If he's not beating out all of these other presidents, if that is your one and only goal, then why aren't your numbers 12 million, 7 million, 10 million? The goal is terrorism. The goal is domestic terrorism. They want us all to be afraid so they can control us. So when we don't have food, we don't have insurance, we don't have jobs, we don't have income, we can't breathe in clean air, we can't drink clean water or find clean water. They want us to be afraid of them, afraid to come after them. That's what this is all about. Don't be a part of that. Do not be a part of that. If you have a good heart, if you still have the ability to feel empathy and compassion for people, for human beings, and you're saying to yourself every day that you go to work, this is not what I signed up for. Cut your losses, take the money, and run. Save yourself. Don't go down with these psychopaths and sociopaths. You will be found. You will be tried. Make sure that it's less for you and you get out now versus these other people. That's my best advice to you. Cut your losses while you can.